Hey everyone, and welcome to a special event here, the coin toss for the MLS qualifying round of the 2010 Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. I'm Greg Lawless alongside Executive Vice President of Competition Nelson Rodriguez. And today we're going to be determining which clubs will host the first phase matches of the MLS qualifying rounds. A couple things before handing it over to Nelson. A quick reminder of how the MLS teams qualify for the U.S. Open Cup. First of all, obviously Toronto is not involved. It is called the U.S. Open Cup for a reason. The top 6 teams, based on their 2009 regular season record, automatically qualify for the round of 16. The other 8 teams left over from 2009, plus the Philadelphia Union, then go into a qualifying round that will take place in April and in May. Those 9 clubs were seeded based on their 2009 regular season records. Philadelphia is automatically the number 9 seed, and they end up playing in Match A, a play-in game against the New York Red Bulls. Match B, then, is the number 1 seed New England Revolution versus the winner of Match A between New York and Philadelphia. Match C is number 2 Real Salt Lake versus number 7 San Jose Earthquakes. Match D, number 3 Colorado Rapids versus the number 6 Kansas City Wizards. And match E is number 4 DC United versus FC Dallas, the number 5 seed. Now let me hand it over to Nelson Rodriguez to explain about the coin and to get us going.
Thank you, Greg. To commemorate the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup qualification rounds and the hosting by MLS clubs, we're proud to use a specially minted coin that honored the legacy of Mr. Hunt and his contributions to Major League Soccer. The heads is noted by the depiction of Mr. Hunt himself, and the tails is the first ever soccer-specific stadium built in the United States, Columbus Crew Stadium. So again, the heads is Mr. Hunt, and the tails, Columbus Crew Stadium. We will work through the coin tosses sequentially, games A through E. The coin will be tossed in the air, allowed to fall on the mat, and the side that is facing upwards is the determinant side. Should the coin not land on the mat, fall off the table, or any other part of the table, the toss will be disqualified and will be redone. With that, we will commence the coin tosses. We will begin with Game A, which is New York versus Philadelphia. With that, I will ask Andrew Lafioska of New York to make his call, heads or tails. Andrew?
New York selects heads.
Heads is the call. Heads is the result. New York will host Philadelphia. We'll now move to Game B, which is New England versus the winner of New York, Philadelphia. Michael Burns for New England. Please make your selection.
Heads.
Heads is the call of New England. Tails is the result. So the winner of Game A between New York and Philadelphia has the right to host New England in Game B. Game C is Salt Lake versus San Jose. Garth Lagerway. Garth, would you make a call, please?
Heads.
Heads is a call from Salt Lake. Tails is the result. San Jose will host Salt Lake in Game C. Game D involves the Rapids and the Wizards. Paul Bravo for Colorado. Please make the call.
Heads.
Heads is the call. Tails is the result. Kansas City will host Colorado in Game D. And Game E, the final of the preliminary phase, is DC United versus FC Dallas. Steven Zach, please make the call for DC United.
Heads.
Heads is the call from DC United. Heads is the result. DC will host Dallas. That concludes games A through E in terms of the hosts.
Thanks, Nelson. Well done. Let's just recap a little bit. Match A, New York hosting Philadelphia. Match B, The winner of Match A, hosting the New England Revolution. Match C is San Jose hosting Real Salt Lake. Match D, Kansas City hosting Colorado. And Match E, DC United hosting FC Dallas. The two finalists in this qualifying bracket will qualify automatically for the round of 16 in the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. We wish all the teams good luck and keep an eye out for the announcement of when your team is playing.